Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to explain I-130 online form. This form is for petition for alien relatives. I will explain it with step-by-step instruction. I hope you will find my explanation of I-130 online form easier to understand and to follow it to fill your form online. For doing so, first we will start with USCIS.gov. We have to come here on this page. We will start with sign in. So if you have already created your account, you have filled the form before, you will be having an account, so you can directly log in by going to sign in page. You have to put your email ID, you have to put your password. If in case you are coming here for the first time, then first you have to create your account. So for creating the account, I will show you. You have to provide your email, you have to give email confirmation and sign up. So let's start with my account because I already have an account. So I will directly go and sign in. So I have logged in my account. You can see here there are a number of options that you can do. There are a number of services. This one is add a case to your account. If you have an existing or an old case, you can put online access code to add that case to your this particular account, and you can manage your case also. Like if you have applied for the petition I-130 or any other petition before, so you can access that also from this one single account. This is the new form, new petition form that you can fill online. So we are going to do this. Here if you have a representative, you can enter a representative passport. You can enter a representative passcode, right? You can verify your identity, you can change your address, update your address with USCIS, you can reschedule your biometrics as well. So for now, for today, we will go and fill the form online. I want to show you this option. So here we will click on this. You can see fill a form. If you have uh, if you have applied for a fee waiver, then you have to fill a paper version of both the form I-912 and request for fee waiver form. Here we have to select which form we have to fill. So I will check in the drop down. You can check it here. There are a number of options. You can select as per your scenario and the situation or what you want to fill. Today what I am trying to show is I-130 petition for alien relative. So here we will select I-130 petition for alien relative. I will start the form. So this will show what is I-130 petition for alien relative. A citizen or lawful permanent resident of the United States may file petition for alien relative I-130. You can read it, and how now it will show what all will happen once you start the process. Before you start your application, you have to check your eligibility. If you are a US citizen, you must file a separate form I-130 for each eligible relative. Like if you want to file for your brother and sister, just take a scenario, then you have to file each application separately, one for brother, one for sister. Similarly, if you are filing for spouse, then this is the basic crux of that. You can check what is the if you fall in the eligibility criteria or not. Once you check it and you are eligible to file, then second option is the fee. Fee is $535. If you have applied for a fee waiver, if you fall in that category, you have to fill a paper version of I-912 and request for fee waiver and the form. You can check with the refund policy. Documents you may need: proof of US citizenship or lawful resident status, and proof of family relationship that you can provide. After you submit your application, you can track your case online. You can respond to requests for information. If USCIS want to know some more information after you filed your form, then they can generate a RFE, that is request for RFI, that is request for more information. So you can respond to that. You can provide your biometric also, and last stages you can receive your decision whether your petition for online relative petition for alien relative is approved or denied. So we will go to next step. What all we have to see for completing your form online? We have to filing online, submit your application online is the same as mailing. So you can either choose to submit it online, or you can mail the application also. That will not make any difference. Complete the getting started section first. You should answer all questions in the getting started section first, so we can best customize the rest of the online form experience. We will see this when we start the filling the form. Provide as many responses as you can. We will automatically save your responses. How to continue filing out your form? After you start your form, you can sign into your account to continue where you left off. Like if you filled half of the form and you want to sign out due to any reason and you want to continue it later on, then the application till the step you have filled it will be saved, and you can log in it next time and you can continue from the place where you have left. This is DHS, Department of Homeland Security privacy notice. You can read it, it's a basic thing. Paperwork Reduction Act, various acts are there. Security reminder. Now we will start the application. Before you begin, a petitioner, they will explain you the basic thing: who is the petitioner, who is the family, and what is I-130. It is also saying currently only the petition for alien relative I-130 is available online. You cannot file form I-485 or form I-129F online at this time. So you can read this. Is someone assisting you with completing this application? If someone is assisting you, you can mention yes, and then they will ask for the further details of that person. Is the paper assisting you with completing this application? Yes or no. Is the interpreter assisting you with completing this application? You can answer yes or no. I will check here no, so we can go to the next stage. See, these are all the steps that we have to go through to complete this application and fill everything as much as possible. So I will go through each one of them and will try to fill as much as possible, and will try to show you what all we can do. So here I will select on next. Here it is asking given name, middle name, family name. So I will just randomly fill a name, that is just for the sample purpose. I will here Gaurav K. Sharma. Have you used any other name since birth? If you have used any other name, you can mention that name. If it is more than one, you can add another name and fill that. If you have not used any other name, then just click on no and go to the next step. Here they are asking your phone number, so you have to answer that. It's okay. You can answer tell your phone number. I will just select +1 989 89 89 89 1 2 3 4 6 7 8 9 10. This is just a random number. It is not an actual number, so it does not matter, because I'm just showing you on a sample basis. What is your current mailing address in case? So we have filled the address, and here we can check it is accepting our address. Earlier it was not accepting, now it is accepting. Next question it will ask is your current mailing address the same as your physical address? If it is no, you can select it. If it is yes, you can select it. If you select no, then also it's okay. In the next stage it will ask for another question about the mailing address. I will select yes and go to the next. Here, next question it is asking, where have you lived during the last 5 years? Provide your physical addresses for the last 5 years, whether inside or outside the United States. If you have lived at like 2, 3, 4, or how many number of addresses in United States or outside United States, you have to provide each one of them. You can add this thing, address. You can select country. I will just select one to show you. I will select the same address, 13th Street, 47 West. Here I will select Here I will select New York. State also I will select New York, and here I will select 10001. Okay. Now I have to mention the date. It is in MMDD format. So I will take it like 6 years just to show you. It is this address belongs to New York University address. So it is a random address, sample address, just to show you what it is, how we are filling the form. So here I am going to take the month as 01, date also 01 from 2017, and here take it as 2001. Month I will take as 01. Okay, I will take it as 28. Okay, 28 2024. So that is today's date. So you can save this. No. Okay. If you have more than this address, whether it is in United States or outside United States, you have to fill each of the addresses here. You can just add address and you have to fill it. I will just cancel it because it's just for the sample purpose. So I will go to the next question. What is your gender? Male, female, you can select accordingly. What is your ethnicity? Hispanic or Latino, or not Hispanic or Latino? You can select accordingly. What is your race? White, Asian, Black, or African American, American Indian, or Alaska Native, Native Hawaiian, or the Pacific Islander. If you have any query, like you are not able to understand it, you can go to this question mark, and that will explain you what they are asking for. Here I will just select Asian. What is your height? Whatever is your height in feet and inches, you can select it. What is your weight in pound? You can select it as. What is the color of your eye? Black, brown, blue, gray, green, hazel. You can select accordingly. What is the color of your hair? Black, blonde, brown, gray, red, or bald? No hair. So I will go to next question. Where have you worked for the last 5 years? Add employment. What is the name of employer? I will just mention New York University. Again, I'm saying it is the same random. So just for the form filling purpose, I'm using New York University. I will take the same address, 13th Street, sorry, 13th Street, 47 West, New York, and zip is 10001. It will again ask what was your occupation. I will just say manager. You can write your specific occupation as what you are doing. On what dates were you employed? I will again say 01/01/2017. I currently work here to present. Save employment. If you have more than one employment, you can add employment and you can fill those employment. If you want to edit this employment that you have already saved, you can go to edit and like edit it. If you want to delete it, you can also delete it. I will go to the next stage. What is your current immigration status? I am a US citizen. I am a lawful permanent resident. Whatever is your situation, what your like the legal are you if you are a US citizen, you can select this one. If you're legal lawful permanent resident, you can select this one. I will just select this. Did you gain lawful permanent resident status or citizenship through adoption? If this option is right for you, you can select yes. If it is not, then you can select no. What is your A number? Your A number is located on your permanent resident card, formerly known as alien registration card, and consists of 7, 8 or 9 digit. So in your permanent resident card, it is somewhere here or here. Okay, so I do not have, because here I am not going to mention it. Or if you have it, you can just mention it like this. Okay, so I can just copy it and see if this accepts it. No, they are not accepting it, so I will just say I do not have my A number. What is the USCIS online account number? If you have an online account number, that is a 12-digit online account number, so you can mention it here. I am again clicking on I do not know, have or know my USCIS online account number. What is your US social security number? You have a 9-digit social security number, I'm sure, because if you are filing I-130 for your alien relative, then you must be a US citizen or lawful permanent resident. So you must be having a US social security number, so you can fill your social security number. I'm just clicking on I do not have or know my US social security number. What is your date of birth? Here also I will randomly select at 01/01/1980. What is the country of birth? I will select it as India. What is your city, town or village of birth? I will select New Delhi, though it's just for the just for form filling. How did you obtain US citizenship? Birth in the United States, naturalization, parents. So here I will select naturalization. If you are born in the United States, you can select birth in the United States. If your parents are from United States and they are US citizen, then you can select parents. And if you have gone for education or for work and gone through all the processes and obtained the US citizenship, then you can select naturalization. Have you obtained a certificate of naturalization or a certificate of citizenship? If you have received, you can select yes. You have to mention a certificate number here. Where was the certificate issued, on which date it was issued. You have to mention all this. If you have not received, you can just select no and go on. What is your current marital status? single, married, divorced, widowed, separated, marriage annulled. See, how many times have you been married? You can select as many times, like how many times have you been married, you can select that. What is your current spouse legal name? I will just say so. Hope it takes. I'm not sure. What is your date of what is on what date did you marry your current spouse? I will just mention it as 0102 2009. Let's say. Where were you and your current spouse married? I will just say India or wherever you are married. City, I will just say New Delhi. Provinces, I will say New Delhi or I will just say Delhi. When did your last marriage ends? If it has not ended, then you don't have to mention anything. I hope it will take it if I'm not filling it, but let's see. Okay, what is it took when I did not fill that last part, it still accepted it and moved to the next question. What is the full name of your parents? I will just say a. What is their date of birth? Here again I will say 001950. What is their gender? I'm filling for father, so I will just select for male. Here India, randomly I will select New Delhi only. What is the country of residence? India. Next, parent 2. Here again I will select it. This will be of mother, so I will just select 0102 1955. Mother, so female. What is country of birth? India. New Delhi. What is the country of residence? India. For whom are you filling this petition? Spouse, parents, brother, sister, child. So for whom you are filling this petition, you have to mention that. I will just take randomly for spouse. You will need to upload the supplemental information for spouse beneficiary I-130A as part of the evidence for this application. If you are filling for parents, you may not meet the eligibility requirement for your petition. If you're filing for brother or sister, you may not meet the eligibility requirement. Then you have to check why you are not meeting the eligibility requirement. It may be due, as we have selected on most of the things, checkbox as I do not know or I do not have the information or any other reason, then you have to go back and check it out why you are not eligible. A child also. So I will just go for the spouse. Has anyone else ever filed a petition for the beneficiary? No. What is the beneficiary current legal name? I will just select RRR. Has the beneficiary used any other nickname, any other name since birth? No. So I will not mention anything. I will move to the next. How can we contact the beneficiary? I will again say 91 999991111. This is still a random number. Email address, if any, I am not providing it. Okay. Country is India. Address, I will say 502 C Casa, New Delhi, Delhi 110001. Where in the United States does the beneficiary intend to live? Here again I will mention New York University address, 13th Street, 47 West, New York. My bad. New York. Here also New York, and zip code will be 10001. Let's see if it accepts. What is the beneficiary address outside of the United States? As I mentioned it here, same we have to fill it there. India 502C, New Delhi, New Delhi 1101. We will go to next question. You shall enter your beneficiary information in this section, not your own information. Where did you and your spouse last lived together? Okay, I will say same Delhi address, 502C. See, these are basic question. You just have to check what they are asking, and accordingly you have to fill it. And as I mentioned, I was living at the New York address since 2017, so I have to mention this address before that. So I will just say 01012010 to 01012017. Okay, what is the beneficiary A number? Again I will say I do not have an A number. What is the beneficiary's USCIS online account number? I will again say I do not have. Sorry. US Social Security number beneficiaries, I will say I will click on they do not have. If you have any of these details, kindly fill these details. It will be very beneficial for USCIS to fetch your information correctly and can speed up your case, and you will not get any RFI request for information, so it will be easier for you if you fill all these informations and do not hide any information from USCIS. What is beneficiary's date of birth? Let's see, you just fill the date of birth. What is you must provide the information, then we have to mention it. So I will say 0101 1985. Country of birth beneficiaries, this is for the spouse, like I'm filling this form for the spouse, so this is of the spouse information. Here I will again fill New Delhi only. Female. Was the beneficiary ever in the United States? If your beneficiary for whom you are filling I-130 application, if they have come to United States, mention that, select yes and provide the details. If they have never come, then just select no and move on. What is the beneficiary's passport number? I will select R1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Travel document number, if it is separate or if it is same, just select it. What is the country of issuance of? I will select India. What is the expiry date? Here I will select as 31/12. Sorry, my bad. 12/31/2030. Was the beneficiary ever in immigration proceedings? If yes, then select yes. If no, then select no. Where does the beneficiary currently work? If your beneficiary is working, then provide the details. I will just leave it blank and move to the next page. What is beneficiary's current marital status? Married, of course. How many times? Single, or as it depends on your situation, just fill according to your scenario. What is the legal name of a beneficiary's current spouse? I will select it as I have selected earlier. On which date did your beneficiary marry their current spouse? I forget that, but it's okay. 0101-2009. Where were your beneficiary and their current spouse married? India, New Delhi. When did your beneficiary last marriage end? No. Beneficiary's family. If there is some family, you should mention that. Add and mention it. Go to the next. At which USCIS office will the beneficiary apply for adjustment of status to lawful permanent resident? I will here select again New Delhi only, because where the beneficiary is, you should select that place. So the nearest embassy or okay, here you have to fill the US city detail. So I will fill New York. Because we have to fill the adjustment adjustment of status. At which US embassy or consulate location will the beneficiary apply for immigrant visa? So here I will select Delhi. And move on to the next question. Have you ever previously filed a petition for this beneficiary or any other alien? If you have filed previously, just select yes and provide the details. If you have selected no, if you have never filed, just select no and go on. Are you submitting separate petition for other relatives? If you are submitting separate application, then add another and provide all the details. If you are not submitting any other application, just move to the next page. Information about beneficiary in their native written language. If your beneficiary's native written language does not use Roman letters, upload a document with his or her name and foreign address in their native language. Here you have to upload a file that can be written, a PDF file. If you have text or word processing document you would like to submit for evidence, send us a PDF version of the file. When saving your file, select PDF as the file type to save. So here, without Roman letters, you have to, on a plain page, your beneficiary has to give a name for an address in their native written language. So proof of US citizenship. Copy of your birth certificate issued by a civil registrar, vital statistics office or the civil authority showing that you were born in the United States. What is your naturalization or the US citizenship proof? If you have born, then you should have birth certificate. If you have naturalized, a copy of your naturalization certificate or certificate of citizenship issued by the USCIS, you will have that. A copy of form FS 240 consular report for birth approved issued by US embassy or US consulate. Copy of an expired US passport. Original statement from a US consular officer verifying that you are a US citizen with a valid passport. Here, this also you have to upload. Like if you have any of this, you have to upload. These are the criteria for uploading the files. JPG, PDF, other formats. File maximum size is 12 MB per file, and you can't upload more than 5 documents at a time. So here I am right now not uploading anything, so I will just select on the next. You should provide evidence. Okay, let's see. Okay, proof of marriage. Here you can upload a marriage certificate, copy of your marriage certificate. Okay, same 12 MB file, no more than 5 document, PDF, JPG format and other format. You can read them. Okay, here you have to upload a 2x2 photo of you. Means who is filing this I-130 petition. Upload a recent clear photograph. They have said the 2" by 2", and you can read it. Everything requirement is same, PDF, JPG, no more than 5 documents at a time, and 12 MB per file. Okay, here I am not uploading, so I will just click on next. And here the beneficiary, in my case I selected the spouse as the beneficiary, so hers also I have to upload 2" by 2" photo of your spouse. So you can check all the requirements and can accordingly update. Additional proof of marriage. Upload one or more of the following type of documentation that may prove you have a bona fide marriage. Documentation showing joint ownership of property, a lease showing joint tenancy of a common residence, meaning you both live at the same address together. Documentation showing that you and your spouse have combined your financial resources. Birth certificate of children born to you and your spouse together. Affidavit sworn to or affirmed by third party having personal knowledge of the bona fides of the marital relationship, and any other relevant documentation to establish that there is an ongoing marital union. You have to provide additional proof of marriage, so you can choose any of them. You have to upload that document here, and you have to check these formats. Here, as when I selected the spouse in the relation to whom I am filing this I-130 petition for alien relative, I selected a spouse. That time it specifically mentioned me that I have to provide a supplemental information for spouse beneficiary, I-130A. So this is that. If you are filing for a spouse, he or she must complete and sign the supplemental information for spouse. You can click here. You will get a form. You have to fill this form. This is a supplemental information. Okay, this to be completed by attorney or accredited representative. Let's start from here. Alien registration number, A number, USCIS online account number, family name, address history. Here, date from, date to, physical address, last physical address outside the United States. Information about you, the spouse beneficiary, date from, date to, information about parents, information about parent 2, parent 1 and parent 2. And then part 2, information about your employment. Same, all the information that we have filled, they are asking it for the beneficiary. Information about your employment, information about your employment outside the United States, spouse beneficiary statement, contact information. Here, interpreter, preparer, spouse beneficiary contact information, and here signature of the spouse beneficiary, signature and date of the signature. If we come to next part 5, interpreter contact. If some interpreter is there in between, then you have to provide interpreter information, interpreter mailing address, interpreter contact information, and interpreter certification if any is there, interpreter signature, contact information, declaration and signature of the person preparing this form if other than the spouse beneficiary. If other than the spouse beneficiary is preparing this form, then you have to provide their information as well. Same, name, mailing address, contact information, and at the end of it, signature. Additional information: family name, passport details, A number, and these are page numbers. Okay, so I will leave it here. This is the I-130A supplemental information. So again, I have to fill that, like whoever is filing this petition, they have to fill that for spouse beneficiary, and you have to upload it here. So I will go to the next page. Next step is official statement. If a required evidence is unavailable, upload a statement from the appropriate civil authorities certifying that the documents are not available. You must also submit secondary evidence, which may include religious. If some document is not available, like your marriage certificate or other documents that were previously asked, like proof of marriage or additional proof of marriage or anything, then you can provide these information as well, like religious record, school record, census record, return statement, and DNA test results. You again have to upload it. This is additional information. If you need to provide any additional information, like we have filled the form completely, but if we need to provide any other information, then we can add a response here and can select the section with about whom you have to provide the additional information about you, about your family, your beneficiary family, other information or evidence, and accordingly you can provide that information. Here I will cancel it. Yes, I will cancel it, the page, and select on next because I am not providing any other information. Check your petition before you submit. This is the review page. You have to check your whole petition before you submit it, so there should not be any discrepancy, and all the information should be correct and as per your knowledge. Here they have mentioned the fee. Form filing fee is $535. Refund policy is there. USCIS does not refund fee. So once you pay it, USCIS is not going to refund it under any scenario, regardless of any action we take on your application petition. So they are not going to refund it. You can have a go through that. I will select next, and here review the I-130 form information. Whatever you have filled, you can review it. Okay, this is all the information. You can even check the PDF version as well. It will get downloaded and you can open it and you can see whatever you have filled information. You can check it. Electronic form only. You can go through each page, each question, and can check what answer you have given, and if something is not right or gone wrong, or you have mentioned it wrong, you can go back and edit it, because you have yet not submitted the application, because after submission of application it will not be easier for you to edit the application. So you can go through it very deeply, each step by step, each line by line, and can check the each information that you have provided. This is the full form that you have filled. So I am cancelling here, and you can download also PDF also, you can print also and check it, and or you can go online also. Here also you can check all the information, like whatever I have filled, you can check it. I can check it, and similarly once you fill the information, you can also go through that and see whatever you have filled, whether it is right, wrong, or if you want to like as I mentioned, if you want to edit something, like if I say this is not right, I want to edit it, then I can go back to that section and can edit the particular information. So here I will see check what is on the next page. I will click on next. Applicant statement. You must read and agree to the statement below. I can read and understand English and have read and understand every question and instruction on this petition as well as my answer to every question. Here I will select next. Applicant certification. You must read and agree to the certification below. If you knowingly and willfully falsify or conceal a material fact or submit a false document with your petition, we can deny your petition and may deny any other immigration benefit. You may also face criminal prosecution and penalties provided by the law. So you have to, that's what I'm saying, you could not provide any wrong information. If you have provided any wrong information or by mistake also, you should check that form and everything that you have mentioned very thoroughly, and if something does not add up, something does not seems right or mentioned wrong, incorrect, you should go back to that particular section and can change it to the material fact. You can go to each of this certifications below, can read it, and after that you have to, like, I have read and checkbox this. I have read and agree to the applicant certification. You must provide your digital signature. I will just mention here. Let's see next page. Pay for, next page is saying pay for and submit your application. Here I have to pay the fee, that is $535, and submit. So if I click here pay and submit, it will take me to the payment page. Okay, through bank account or through debit card or credit card. So accordingly I can pay through debit card or credit card, or if you have a bank account, then I can pay it through that. So here I'm not going any further. I'm just canceling this application right now. And as I explained it, this is the process to fill I-130 form for petition for alien relatives. Once you pay the fee, it will take you back to the previous page where you can submit the application, your full application that is to be submitted. So you can check every step, fill this form online also. It is very easy. You just have to be careful what questions they are asking, and accordingly you have to provide the material fact, right information to every question that is being asked. Thank you everyone for watching my video till last, and wishing you good luck for I-130 petition for alien relatives.